There you are, hiya. Another curry today too. I'm going to make a nice courgette and spinach curry, a nice vegetarian dish. In America they call it zucchini. So in here at the moment I've got half a teaspoon of cumin seeds, a small piece of cinnamon and a couple of black peppercorns. So I fried them off in half a teaspoon, half a cup of vegetable oil, and I've got in a medium sized onion and a tablespoon of salt. So we're just frying these off until they go nice and golden brown. And I'm going to add in my 2 cloves of ginger and 2 cloves of garlic frozen, okay? It's not very nice today, it's pouring a rain. Hope you all can see me okay. So obviously we're going to cook all this off until your ginger and garlic start to dissolve away. At this stage I'm just going to add a tablespoon of tomato puree, okay? That's that, and then I'm going to chop up some tomatoes as well. If you find that it sticks a wee bit, just add a wee bit of water, okay? This is good if you're vegetarian. It's a nice vegetarian dish. I wasn't going to cook curry today, but I thought I'll cook it. I've no ate all day, so I'm getting a bit hungry. Let me know what you've all been up to today, or where you're watching from. Let me know. And hit that subscribe button, guys, if you haven't already hit it. Thank you very much. Right, so you're just going to cook out your tomato puree and your ginger and garlic just for 3-4 minutes. Then we'll get your spices and the tomatoes in at the same time, okay? Right, just let that hang in the room. While I get my tomatoes cut. You don't need to be such a pernickety while you cut them. Okay? So see, I normally use chopped tin tomatoes, sorry, but I'm just going to use a couple of tomatoes I had in the fridge, so that's what we're having today. Also going to have to chop up my courgettes. It smells nice, and that's not even any spices in it yet. As I say, I normally use vegetable ghee, but I'm all out of vegetable ghee today, so I'm just using vegetable oil, okay? Right, let's get these courgettes on, or zucchini, whatever part of the country you're watching from. Give them a wee wash. Obviously you want to take the bottom off, but you don't want to keep that bit on it, okay? Just cut it down the middle, and down again, and you're just going to cut them into small pieces, okay? Let me know if you'd like a wee ruby Murray. That's what I like to call it, a wee ruby Murray. Suppose you can have a curry any day of the week, I suppose, eh? Just whatever takes your fancy. That's the 2 courgettes cut up. You can be still on this. Right, so that's the ginger and garlic starting to disappear now, so I'm just going to turn it down to a medium heat, okay? Let's get the spices in. Right, so you want a wee drop coriander powder, which is called Dania, okay? Let's get that in. About a tablespoon of dry coriander, and I like to use Kashmiri chilli powder. Just add a tablespoon of that in as well. And a tablespoon of turmeric, which is haldi in Hindi, okay? A tablespoon of that in. And it's good as well, it's good for any infections or anything. A tablespoon of that as well, okay? And also I'm just going to add a half a teaspoon of garam masala, okay? Right. There you are. So it's a tablespoon of all your spices apart from garam masala. You only got half in there, okay? You're just going to cook the spices off just for a few minutes. And then we're going to add in your tomatoes. I've just put the tomatoes in now, okay? Now if you were using tin tomatoes, guys, just put in half a tin of chopped tomatoes, okay? There you are, so that's your tomatoes in with your spices, okay? Just let them cook away. And at this stage I like to add in dry fenugreek leaves, which is kasuri methi, okay? So I'll just add in a wee pinch of them. Just a big pinch. Squash it down with the back of your hand and pop it into your sauce. Give my hands a wash. Right. So all the spices put away. Clean up as you go on. There we go. Set them away. Right. So all this stuff. Pot the kettle on, guys, because we're going to need that, okay? Put the kettle on. Put all this rubbish away. You don't want to burn these spices or anything, okay? So it smells nice there. All the spices. Hi guys. Let me know where you're watching from, okay? Just going to pop a wee bit of water in. So we half a cup. And we're just going to cook all this off. As I say, it's quite easy to make a wee curry. Just follow the step by step. And you'll be a pro before you know it. The sauce has got a nice colour consistency, that's because of the tomato puree. It's brought out the colour in it, okay? Let you have a wee look. Well, you can see that, okay, can you? Now you're doing a wee bit closer. There we go. Okay. So obviously you want to soften all the tomatoes off. Sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background, guys. So on my bed, I've got all my bed strips. I've got all my bed sheets in for 2 hour wash. Right, so that's all there. I'm going to chop some coriander, guys. Better not forget my spinach. I'm putting some spinach in it, okay? Does anybody else like coriander? I love coriander. In America they call it cilantro. Okay, so if you're American, just put some cilantro in. I love this. I could eat this in near enough all my dishes. I hate when they put these blue elastic bands on it though. Oh. Right, so let's get some of this chopped up. And you don't need too much yet. You can add stalks in as well. Don't you worry about chopping up some stalks. The stalks are good for the sauce. So at this stage I'm just going to add in about 2 tablespoons of coriander and some stalks into the sauce, okay? There you are, nice big generous drop of coriander stalks there, okay? Right, this is these stuff. We will want to soften these tomatoes down, so we're just going to put the heat up a wee bit higher, okay, so we can get the tomatoes soft. Then we can get the courgettes in, or zucchini, okay. Suppose you can have a curry any day of the week. It's a lot cheaper than getting out for takeaways. look, there you are. But you can see me okay. Thanks for the likes, guys, thank you, much appreciated. I haven't went live too much, this is only my second or third time, okay? Oh, it smells so nice, guys. What you can do with your coriander as well, if you want to keep it fresh, is when you get it for the shop, put some kitchen roll down and some kitchen foil and some of these wee bags. So you chop your coriander up, you lay it flat on your kitchen roll it up in your cling film and put it in the bag. And that stays nice and fresh in the freezer. But I'm not doing that today. I've not got any kitchen roll, so I'm just going to pop some coriander stalks into a wee bag just to pop in the fridge. There you are. Just going to ziplock it back up, pop it in the bottom of the fridge, alright? And keep an eye on this, you know what, and if you feel it sticking, just keep adding wee bits of water, okay? Just a couple of wee splashes, doesn't need to be too much. And you know when your sauce is ready, when your tomatoes dissolve away and your oil starts to rise to the top, then you're putting your potatoes or chicken, or as I say today I'm making courgette, so as soon as your tomatoes and onions are soft and your oil starts to rise, and then you can pop in your courgettes, and we're going to cook the courgettes for probably 10 to 15 minutes till they're soft. Then we can pop in a wee drop of spinach. Nice vegetarian dish today. So the tomatoes are coming on nicely. Now you don't want to leave this and go to the toilet or anything like that, or put your feet up. You want to keep an eye on it, okay? Otherwise you'll come bang and your smoke alarms will be going off and things like that. So keep an eye on it. So it's still up kind of a high heat, okay? I'm going to keep it up for another couple of minutes and turn it down. I hate being short, because I can't reach my bowls. Oh. Right, we can put some spinach in here and we're going to get a wee go off, okay? Just about half a bag because it will dissolve away, okay? That all washed, okay? If you wanted to, you could blend your spinach down as well in a blender and make it like a green puree, and you pop it in that way. Your seam is alright, it's a bit dark. Right, so it's all starting to soften down now, so let's get the courgette or zucchini, we'll get all this in. So the courgettes in. Can you see me okay? Yep. There we go. Oh, I'm running out of battery, guys. But doesn't run out now. Keep it up to a high heat, okay? You marinate the spices in along with the zucchini or courgette. I'm going to cook this for about 5 minutes. I'm going to add some water, half a cup of water. And then we'll add the spinach. As I say, you could cook this, then blend the spinach and then put it in, and that would be nice as well, but the sauce would go like a greeny colour, so there we are. This extra coriander I'm cutting, this is for the garnish at the end, okay? So I'll put this in about 20 minutes time. This will be your end one. And you could have this with some rice, or the patties or naan bread, just whatever you prefer. Right. So we're going to cook all this in the sauce for another couple of minutes. Right. I'll let you see what it looks like, okay? That's what it looks like now, okay? I haven't put any spinach or nothing on it yet. This is just what it looks like now, alright? I'm back. A bit dark up there. Oh god, I may have a bit dropped you, sorry. I'm trying to stand this straight so it doesn't cut off. It smells so nice. Let me know what you are all having for your dinner tonight, guys. And I suppose this will probably leak out a wee bit of excess water as well, okay? Right, let's get some water in now. And about half a cup of water, okay? Right, let's get the spinach, washed spinach in.